All right, everybody, we're going to go ahead and pick it up. And I'm going to try to hopefully complete this project today. Bruh, I'm wanting to get to the next thing because I got a lot. I got several things that I need to get out. I recorded the other day, and I haven't even taken that off my phone. As a matter of fact, um, because this is an important message, and I'm gonna have to get that out right after we're done with this. Because it's kind of like a follow up. That's what it seems like. It seems like it's a follow up to this. One second. All right. Rename. See. If you refuse to confess him before men, all right, that's the name of it. That's the name of it. If you refuse to confess him before men, and it was recorded on 8/15/24. All right, and I've kind of been busy for the last couple of days, like been having to go to the store and stuff. So I'm kind of like, I wouldn't really say behind because I flow by way of the spirit. So every time I get on here, it is by divine inspiration. I'm led to do it. Okay. So anyway, let's go ahead and jump on in this audio, and we're gonna start here. Okay. All my life dealing with this. Okay.
All my life, bro. All my life I've had to go through this bullshit. All my life. All my life, and I had no understanding whatsoever. I just knew that what I seen was evil. Okay? And I knew that I was being oppressed. Can't nobody tell me that I was not being oppressed when I'm being dictated to. Forced to do things that I don't want to do. Forced to do things against my will. That is oppression. Not allowing me to be a free spirit. Annoyed by my free spirit. Annoyed by my differences. Want me to conform. So because I just couldn't, this is why I was treated the way that I was treated. And it makes sense now, especially when that sister was like,
Hold on. All right. So we're gonna pause it there, and now we're gonna go over some things. Okay. Tiggy, you see, I'm working, man. What is your deal? You're gonna have to go play or something. All right, Tiggy. Sorry, y'all. My cat. Normally he's sleeping now, but he's in there like tripping. So y'all gonna have to give me a second. Let me deal with him. What in the hell is your problem? I can't play with you right now. I'm working. It's not a good time to play. I can't play with you. You're gonna have to entertain yourself, man. You're a little too wild. You need to calm down. Come on, go play. Go play. Or lay down. Take a nap. Come on, man. I gotta get this work done, okay? Please. Can you chill out? Alright. One second. And now he's staring at me. Alright, hold on. Tiggy, go play. Come on. Unfortunately, some are born with spiritual immune systems that sooner or later give rejection to the illusionary worldview grafted upon them from birth through social conditioning. They begin sensing that something is amiss and start looking for answers. Inner knowledge and anomalous outer experiences show them a side of reality others are oblivious to, and so begins their journey of awakening. Each step of the journey is made by following the heart instead of following the crowd, and by choosing knowledge over the veils of ignorance. So I went based upon what I seen, okay, and what I experienced, all right, not based upon what I was told, okay, and what I like. These people all my life been trying to manipulate me into thinking that this reality is normal and that there's something wrong with me because I had a problem with this reality, okay. And there were many problems with this reality, like all the socially constructed boxes. Like people just kept trying to force me in all these boxes, and I just was a free spirit, so I did not fit in any of their boxes. And so this caused a lot of people to have animosity against me, including my own family, okay. So oh my goodness. Tiggy. Please. Please. I need you to chill. Okay? Stop staring at me. I can't help you. It's not safe to let you out by yourself. It's dangerous out there. You need to go play. Alright. They force us into school. Alright? Everybody is taught the same damn curriculum. We're all expected to behave a certain way. Like, bro, I just could not get with any of this, okay? So, not only my family would demonize me, but my teachers would as well, okay? I did not take well to the systematic indoctrination, alright? And I was considered a failure. To this day, my family looks at me as a failure in this life. And damn right. Rightfully so. Yeah, I'm a failure in this false ass reality because I did not fit. I knew that this reality was not real. I was sensing it. Okay? So, I could not be fully indoctrinated into this false ass reality, and I'm only being presented with these options here. Alright? But I did not care about the reward from picking the options that they had available. Like, I didn't care about the reward that build a great life, have a lot of money, have a comfortable life, please your like, bro, I wanted something deeper. Okay? I wanted to fulfill my soul's mission. All right? I wanted to find out why in the hell I'm here, because I knew that I'm not on this earth to be a battery for the system. Okay? No. Like, when I was forced to do that, I was a slave. Okay? I felt like a slave because I was a slave. All right? And a slave for what? For this money, which I had to then take and pay all these rich freaking people that live better than me. Okay? So, like, bruh, that shit used to irk me. All right? I don't understand how else to break this down to where people can comprehend what I am saying. I am not saying that I am better than anybody. I am only saying that I am not complacent with being a slave. Okay? I am not here to be a battery for this system. To earn money so that I can live a comfortable, decent life. No. I wanted to know why I had to do this. And I've been given the clarity and the understanding. So why in the hell would I continue to do this when I know how this came about? And I know that all of this already belongs to me and my people and all those who cleave. It belongs to the righteous. It belongs to the holy people. It belongs to the indigenous people. These people are not indigenous. Okay? No, these people are not indigenous. They just set themselves in authority. So to be mad at me that I don't want to continue to do this when I know what I know about this is injustice. Outright injustice. Okay? And gaslighting is definitely gaslighting. Okay? Because how the hell are you going to tell me that if I don't do this, then I'm lazy? So this guy is not lazy? He's not lazy? And it's not that I don't want to work. It's not that I'm not working. I just don't want to work for that. Okay? I want to work for my soul's mission. All right? I want to fulfill my purpose upon the earth. All right? And I'm very diligent in that. Why you people keep wanting to be mad at me that I don't want to be on this treadmill working for money? So that I can turn around and pay these people. All right? Is asinine. All right? It's asinine. These same people that's providing the money for working their jobs, all right, is also pocketing not only the taxes, but we paid them back by being able to live on the earth. Rent, okay, utilities, all right, groceries, like water, okay? These same people, we are enslaved to greed demons, okay? Selfish demons. Yes. And so you want to be mad at me that I don't want to be on this treadmill lining the pockets of greed demons, playing the game of capitalism. I can care less about money. So why should I be strong-armed into doing this just to have a roof over my head? Just to be able to freaking eat. Just to be able to freaking live upon the earth with my bare necessities at the very least. Like, oh my God. But you want to demonize me. You don't never want to look to these people. See? For a fair selection, everybody has to take the same exam. Please climb that tree. You know? Like, bruh. This system disregards those of us who are different. I didn't create this meme. If I would have created the meme, I would have made it like all of these could climb the tree. All right, I would have made it like three different animals that could climb the tree, or whatever. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or like six animals that could climb the tree, and one that can't climb the tree. All right, like the fish. Okay, like bruh. But I don't really like their, because they made it like, only one person can climb the tree. But no, there's a whole bunch of people that can climb the damn tree. There's a whole bunch of people that took well to the freaking indoctrination. All right. And now they think that they are intelligent. All right. I am a minority. Okay. So this does not fit. Okay. There's only one that can actually climb the freaking tree with this description. Alright? And that's the monkey. Alright? But all the rest of these cannot climb that tree. But in this false ass reality, going through the school system, pretty much everybody takes to the indoctrination. Except for like one or two, like a handful of freaking, just a handful out of the majority. Okay? Like, we don't fit anywhere. Alright? So, I don't even remember what I said I wanted to be when I grew up. I need to, talk to my family to find out what I said, because I don't remember. But I remember my brother, he, I don't exactly remember what he said, but my brother has always had his life planned out. I was the opposite. I was always trying to figure out why I'm here. Alright? And most people don't question their reality. So I'm an enigma because I question my reality constantly. Alright? And with all the gaslighting that I had to go through, I was constantly questioning my reality. Because people were trying to convince me that, I was living in the real reality, and scorning me that I wasn't getting with this reality. Alright? So, this system disregards those of us who are different. Alright? We're regulated as failures in this constructed society. But damn right. Because I don't care about materialistic gain and money and clout and status and honor of men. That's what this world offers to you for climbing a tree. But because I don't care about that, why the hell would I want to spend my time, energy, and effort climbing the freaking tree? Why can't I swim in my ocean? Why can't I swim in the sea? Why can't you just set me free? See, this is why people shut up their bowels of compassion from me, bro. Because they mad. And they know that once I'm free, once I'm able to soar in my purpose, there'd be no stopping. There'd be no stopping what the Father has created me to do and be. Because I'm not here to conform to this reality. I'm here to help bring a new reality. Everybody expected to do the same thing. So all my life I'm racking my brain like, well, where do I fit? Because none of this seems to be working for me. Plus I did not care, about what the world was offering. But back when I had no knowledge, I knew I had to take care of myself. I was under the indoctrination of Adam and Eve's sin, so now we have to work by the sweat of our brow. And I was under that indoctrination thinking that it meant working jobs for rich freaking people. And bruh, So anyway, bro, that was when I was in ignorance. And I can admit when I was in ignorance and I was not in one accord with my Father. But now that I'm in one accord with my Father, He woke me up in the land of my captivity, brought back to remembrance who I am. So I know who I am now. Now I understand why all my life I've been disregarded for being different. Now I know why, because I'm in a satanic ass system. Alright? Now I know why I was regulated as a failure in this constructed reality. Because it's a false ass reality and I sensed it my entire life and I just couldn't get with it. Alright? Now I know why everybody is expected to do the same thing. Because wicked people created carbon copy robots and I just wasn't one. Okay? It stopped with me. I'm not a carbon copy robot. But all my life I've been regarded as a raving lunatic for speaking out against the status quo. My family regards me as ignorant and crazy. They see this reality as all there is until they die. They are sadly mistaken. So when the entirety of your earnings are exhausted on food and shelter, your labors are no longer viewed as an opportunity for economic advancement, but rather as an act of self-preservation. Alright? That's nothing more than a battery for the system. You're working to be able to just live upon the earth. But we have a birthright, having been born on the damn earth. What gives these people the right to charge us to live on the... Bro, oh my God. These people did not create the damn earth. Okay? Like, why is it that you cannot understand that they didn't create the earth? They are not God. Money is not God. Okay? Not the Almighty God. Okay? The Almighty God only allowed this for a period of time and forced it upon His people, who are the indigenous people of this land, who you have been mistreating this entire time and demonizing us, gaslighting us, because we don't want to do this for this money. We are the freaking money. They made us the freaking commodity. Raped, robbed, and murdered us. Put us up under subjection. Forced us to be workhorses for their system. And uphold it. But I am a child of light. And I'm being used of my Father, the real God, the real Elohim, the real power, the almighty power, the supreme power. The true benevolent power that will never force this upon anybody. The only power that will force this upon all humanity is Satan, the adversary, Lucifer, the one that said he would set himself up like the Most High, but he ain't got the attributes of the Most High. It's everything contrary, everything forced. And that is evil. It started with us. And there was a confederacy. So after you put the indigenous people up under subjection, made your covenants with one another, and all nations joining in, all the nations of Psalms 83, to keep us diminished while you guys get to live lavishly with our resources that originally belonged to us. You hung us in trees. You burned us alive. You did all kinds of heinous atrocities to us. Stole our greatness, stole our birthright, stole our heritage, stole our identity, and been portraying yourselves as us to the whole entire world. That's what those who set themselves up in authority have done. They portray themselves as benevolent, but they are evil. They have been used by the adversary. As long as they got us in captivity, they're able to be on top and oppress all humanity and all creation. The Great Spirit has already freed us mentally and spiritually. Now we're awaiting for the physical deliverance. And the physical deliverance is dealing with finances. Because it's an economic system that has been crushing us and keeping us diminished. I seen this my whole life, and I knew that it was evil. This don't come from a benevolent power. Some of our brainwashed family call us awakened ones, quote, racist, while getting mad at us for telling them the truth about what really happened here on this land. We explain to them how, quote unquote, white people got their hands on our land and how we're on the bottom economically. We were not always in poverty. We were a very wealthy and prominent people. They destroyed our greatness, and they took it for themselves. And now we're on the bottom economically. But this is biblical prophecy that was prophesied to happen to the biblical people. And so it's no coincidence that I'm in the circumstances that I'm in. It's no coincidence that I have been blessed with the oracles of the Spirit. Because this is all biblical prophecy. My family don't want to know their true history. They're happy with the reality that they have been presented. They wholeheartedly hold to the African theory that we're Africans, that we come from Africa. But we do not. Only a fool wants to stay in mental and spiritual bondage, ignorant to the truth, holding on to their slave mentality given to them by the colonizers, because the colonizers coveted our land. How is it that the colonizers are now the Americans and the indigenous people are known as African Americans? Each family member has a black sheep, aka the sacrificial lamb, meaning we were placed here to break the generational curses that were placed upon our lineage. Our oddness is what makes us great. Our journey is a bit more complex. We go through many trials and tribulations that will break us down and force us to rebuild ourselves even stronger. And this is by way of the Spirit. It happens by way of the Spirit. Your family will be your greatest teacher as well as your greatest obstacle. So you're around, like when you're growing up, you're with your family more than half your life. All right? So it's you're gonna be afflicted. You're gonna be mistreated, all gaslighted, go through the narcissism and all of these, and most of the time you're not gonna have any understanding of what's happening. This was me, okay? I did not understand why I was being demonized for that which I knew was right, but yet they're saying that it's wrong. I'm wrong for not wanting to be a slave. I'm lazy and I'm an irresponsible adult and all of this, okay? But at the same time, as being my greatest teacher, the only way that they will be an obstacle is if you intake all of that. All right? You intake all of that, and therefore you're forced, because for a period of time I was forced to do it, okay? Because my family wasn't helping me. All right? They call it tough love. All right, my family let me be homeless. All right, yes, at one point I was homeless. All right, living in a shelter. Okay, so they did come and help me out of the shelter and got me an apartment. They didn't just leave me on the street. They did come help me get an apartment. So I have to plug that in, because they did not just leave me on the street. They left me for a good 6 months or so. I guess they were trying to teach me a lesson. I don't know. But they helped me get an apartment and then told me to get a job and all of this. So anyway, this is what my family have done to me my whole life, trying to make me become complacent in working jobs, earning money just to sustain my life upon the earth. All right? But I had to get to know the true and living power. And this is what I did. And so I read that passage, seek you first the kingdom, and his righteousness, and then all of these things will be supplied on you. Man, I read that scripture so many times, but it never resonated until after I did exactly that. Okay? So when I read it again after I had did what it said to do, but I didn't know that I was actually doing what it said, okay? I was just following the leading of the Spirit. All right? And this was starting back in like 2016 or so. All right? 2016, and then I had a spiritual encounter like in 2017. All right, where my whole life flashed before my eyes, and I was instructed in some things to stop doing certain things. And I'm not trying to keep this long, bro. All right, so anyway, I got other videos going into detail about that. But so there started my journey. All right, around 2016, I began to go back and reread the scriptures. All right, starting in Genesis, and seeking the Most High. Okay, I wasn't doing it by the letter of the freaking book. Oh, it says seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High, and so now I'm gonna go. No, it wasn't like that at all. I just was following the Spirit to go back and begin searching and seeking for my Maker. All right, I had reached a low point in my life too. I was in the pit, all right, damn near freaking 400 pounds and whatnot. In 2016, I was extremely humongous, all right, and I hated life, all right. So anyway, I was at a really low point in life, when I began to seek the Father. And so anyway, I'm not trying to make this thing long, bruh. But once I began to seek the Father, and I began to get the clarity and the understanding, in 2017, after I was obedient with the instruction, um, my questions started to be answered by way of the Spirit. All right, so I began to start getting divine revelations and like instant downloads, instant understanding, instant clarity, and stuff like that. Right. So therefore, after a while and constantly being obedient to the Spirit of truth and applying the living word to my life, um, being spiritually led to different, my elder, Dimitri, all right, and then also the other one, it was another brother. I can't remember his name, but I think the name of his channel is Children of Light or something like that. All right, I was spiritually led to these brothers' channels. All right, and I was able to eat. I was able to feed on the spiritual food. All right, and as I applied the living word to my life, and began to live it, I received more. Okay, so the more I was able to humble myself and accept the truth and apply it to my life and live it, I got more. All right, so therefore it built me up to where my family was no longer an obstacle. Okay, no longer um, was this system, was this world an obstacle to force me to earn money to sustain my life. All right? Because now I know the true and living power, and I have His true and living word. All right, and I have been instructed by the true and living power to speak His living word as I live it. Okay? So that's what I have been doing. So I am to keep my head high because, yes, I am almost to my breakthrough. All right? And all praises to the Most High for keeping me um firm on this path. I have not wavered off this path. I have not stumbled and fell off in any kind of iniquity. I've had my internet cut off. I've had um, notices to vacate. All right. I've went through many obstacles and trials. All right, but yet He always came through somehow, some way. All right. Even with the internet being cut, like I would get assistance to come back, and I know that all of this was for a testimony. All right, all of this is to test the hearts of the people. All right, so if you are not willing to help someone of a pure heart that is full of divine love, life, and all things good, here feeding you His oracles freely, if you can't find it in your heart to show love, compassion, mercy, and empathy to me, the Father's servant, then something is wrong with you, not me. Okay? Why would a family choose a loved one to bully and scapegoat? The answer has a lot to do with the concept of scapegoating and the purpose it serves. Scapegoating is often a way for families to hide problems that they cannot face. Why is it that you do not want to face the problem of colonization? Why is it that you do not want to uncover the truth about what really happened and how the Europeans got on top of the economic system? Where did the economic system even come from? Because before colonization, there was not an economic system. We all use the resources of this land for our necessities. Yes. We didn't take more than what we needed to sustain our lives for us to be happy. We didn't hoard all the resources to ourselves. So, why do you not want to come face to face with this truth? Why continue to demonize me as if I'm the problem, when the real problem is colonization, the economic system, and capitalism? Gaslighting. When someone intentionally twists your perception of reality for their own gain. The wicked has done this, all right? They're the ones that established this economic system. All right? They got us down here living like this. Want to be mad at me that I don't want to join the rat race chasing after money. We're all enslaved. And they made money like the ultimate goal. You know, you see how money has wings on this depiction here? Like it's like money is everything. Okay? And so if you are not doing what they're doing, then you're lazy. You're good for nothing. I've been regarded as good for nothing my entire life because I did not have a heart to chase after money. My heart wanted this. All right? I wanted this. All right? Why, when this could just be as easily our reality, do we keep finding ourselves stuck inside of this? It's because of the wicked, all right, who stole our land where we were residing. We were the original caretakers of the earth, all right? The lands that have 4 seasons, we were the caretakers of it, all right? But the worst of the heathen came and invaded and took it all for themselves. And now they created this to where they didn't put a value system on everything and they made money God. And you want to be mad at me that I don't want to participate in this because I know that this is foolishness. I know that this was only allowed for a certain amount of time. Ain't no way in hell you're going to convince me that this came from the Most High Power. No, this came from Satan. All right? So no longer can you gaslight me and make me feel like I'm the enemy. I'm the problem. No, I am not the enemy. I am not the problem. All right? All you people who are complacent with the enemy, the real enemy, those who set themselves up in authority. These are the enemy. All right? You're going to quit demonizing me because I'm not your enemy. All right? I'm not your enemy. Your enemy is those who set themselves up in authority. Okay? I'm here to expose the real problem. All right? Because the real problem ain't poor people. All right? The real problem is greed demons. Okay? Yes. Dictatorship. All right? Evil. That's the problem. I ain't the problem. Look at this. These people were not originally wealthy. Okay? No. These people were not originally wealthy. All right? I'm sorry if that hurts you. But they were not. That's why they have the movies like National Treasure. All right? They know what they found. And they took it all for themselves. All right? All of these people are descendants of colonizers. Every single one of them. Okay? These are the people you need to have the problem with. Not the children of light. Not the ones full of mercy, love, compassion, empathy, kindness, goodness, chastity, sowing out of our own poverty, generosity. Why would you continue to be evil to us? All because we don't want to join this economic system, this rat race. I don't care about money. So why should I be forced to join the rat race, people? I don't care enough about my life to sustain it. All right? I'd rather die than continuously line the pockets of these devils while upholding their wicked ass system. Okay? I am not on this earth to be a battery for their wicked ass system. All right? And if you want to continually scorn me and look down upon me and outcast me and mistreat me and all of these things that you've been doing, understand that eventually I'm going to be delivered. I'm going to be delivered, and all you people that's been doing that to me, you are going to regret it. All right? You are going to regret it. Signs of a narcissistic family structure. Image is everything. Lack of communication. No clear boundaries. I should have highlighted control issues, because this too. Because my whole life, my family been trying to control me. All right? Not good enough messages. Okay? Always comparing me to my brother. All right? My brother was the golden child. All right? Could never do any wrong. But I was the scapegoat. I was the one that was always the problem. All right? The black sheep of the family. All right? Unhealthy competition. Like, why are you mentioning my brother all the time? All right? Secret keeping even. All right? I was the one left out. All right? I was the one, not in the mix. Emotionally reactive adults. All right, yeah. Blackmail is coming. So all of this, basically, except for surrogate spouse. All right. So this was my life, people. All right. Rarely had friends. All right, because I was just too different. All right. Could not fit into their boxes. But no longer am I in this position, even though all of this is still happening to me. I'm no longer in a ball feeling sorry for myself. All right. Now I have been empowered by the Spirit. All right. So, because I've been empowered by the Spirit, this is the valley of the dry bones that he said he would awaken in the land of our captivity and bring back to remembrance of who we are. All right? So now I know who I am. That is why you can no longer gaslight me. All right? So I know that the earth was allowed into the hands of the wicked for a period of time, not for eternity. These people were not always wealthy, all right? No, they were not, okay? Depending on when these people were born, they were either colonizers or they are the descendants of the colonizers, all right? The colonizers started colonizing in the late 14th into the 15th century, all right? So understand, this is the wicked that the scripture is talking about. The colonizers, all right? The invaders, okay? The stranger, all right? The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. Could that be why we're on the bottom of the economic system? Because you came over here and you raped, robbed, murdered, stole all of our land, stole all of our resources, put a value system upon it, subjugated us, and now forcing us to work for what already belonged to us. This is what you did. That's how you came up very high and we came down very low. All right? You became the lender and we became the borrower. Okay? So we have to go to our enemies for everything that we want and need. Okay? He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. How come these people are not the tail, but yet they're claiming that they are the biblical people? These people are the head. They created the Federal Reserve, okay? They're the ones that established the economic system, all right? These people, all right? In 1913, they owned the banks. So they are not the biblical people, because the true biblical people are the indigenous people of this land who were invaded and had our land stolen by the strangers, okay? And all of these curses came upon us and pursued us and overtook us till we were destroyed, because we refused to hearken to the voice of the Most High, our power, to keep his instructions and his statutes, which he instructed us. This is why we went into captivity. This was supposed to be a land of no bloodshed, but yet my people wanted to shed much blood and defile their temple, all right? So these curses have been upon us for a sign and for a wonder upon our seed all of this time. Okay? Not forever, but for all of this time that we have known, all of us been alive upon this earth for centuries. All right? These curses was upon us and upon our seed all of this time. Okay? All because we did not serve the Most High, our power, with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things. Therefore we have been serving our enemies, which the Most High has allowed to come against us in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. He put a yoke of iron upon our neck until he has destroyed us, not the Most High, but the worst of the heathen that invaded these lands. And you know that we're the people that had yokes of iron upon our necks, because you got statues of it. Look at the misery, look at the anguish upon our faces. You know who we are. You know what you have done to us. And you know that you have refused to restore us. Because to restore us is to give us back everything that was stolen from us. And that would mean that Europeans will no longer be on top of the economic system. But it will go back to the indigenous people, the holy people, who originally were the caretakers of these lands and all the resources thereof. So there goes your living lavishly and hoarding to yourselves, being greedy and selfish. The Great Spirit allowed it for a period of time, allowed our destruction, allowed you to take our blessings and do with it what you pleased. Live the American dream is what you have done with the blessing. The Most High allowed a nation against us from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue we did not understand. Christopher Columbus came here speaking a foreign language, though he did bring a Hebrew interpreter with him, and that's interesting even of itself. Why would he bring a Hebrew interpreter with him? Because he knew that he was going to encounter the Hebrew-speaking people. All right? This nation that came against us was a nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of old, nor show favor to the young. And I got many videos going into historical records, and we read, matching it up with this scripture, matching it up with all of these scriptures. Those who are professing to be us, they can't do that. All they go based upon is their belief with no receipts. It's just what they say, and that's that. Well, hey, if you want to keep following after that, you got free agency. But we showing you receipts over here who we are. They literally stole everything from us. They didn't leave us anything. All right? Shall besiege us in all of our gates, till our high and fenced walls come down, wherein we trusted. All right? We were very wealthy, prominent people. We were master builders. We were architects. We were engineers. We were the original Masons. We were the original Illuminati. I don't care what the hell you want to think. I don't care what the hell you want to believe. We turned our back on the Almighty, and so he allowed all of this hell to come upon us. Throughout all our land, we were besieged in all our gates, throughout all our land, which the Most High, our power, had given unto us. Okay? So, all the foreigners in this land are strangers. How in the hell are you living better than the indigenous people of this land? Why are you not wanting to address that? One second. I gotta flow by way of the Spirit. I've seen it all my life. All my life. Okay? Even when I was a child and me and my brother would walk to the penny candy store, that was a foreigner. Alright? You ever wonder why the heathen nations have more businesses set up in our communities, particularly the ghettos? Read Deuteronomy 28:43. The foreigners who reside among you will rise up above you higher and higher, and you will sink lower and lower. They will lend to you, but you will not lend to them. They will be the head, but you will be the tail. How come this fits us? Why don't you want to deal with that? Why don't you want to deal with who we really are? Why are we looked at as the problem when we're actually living this? And then when we go to your stores, you mistreat us. You treat us as if we're foreigners in our own land. You benefiting off of us. You're mistreating us, but yet you hate us. Like, bruh, what? Like, that never made sense to me. It's like, damn, my people in a sunken state as it is. We're already destitute. We're poor. We're in poverty. You're driving around in your Mercedes Benz, but yet you hate us. And we ain't got no hate in our heart towards you. But we're seeing how you're mistreating us while you're living better than us. Like, I could never wrap my head around that. I could never understand what was it about us that you hated so much. But yet you are living better than us. That flabbergasted me my entire life. Like, I mean, I could understand if we were the ones that had the wealth and, you were impoverished, and I could understand why you would feel some type of way, but I would be doing what I could to help you. I wouldn't be mistreating you like you have been mistreating me my whole life. When I go into these people's store, they treat me like crap, okay? These people right here, all right? And I ain't never really been in this store. I mean, I have before to go in there and get like do-rags or just regular hair grease, all right? And back when I did do perms like curls and whatnot, I had to go in these type of stores, all right? And they weren't much better to my people either, okay? These people would sell us freaking dogs and cats, all right? And bruh, I've been to all these people right here got Cocksaber in my neighborhood. All right? They put on an extra 10% on top of the freaking price and the freaking sales tax. After you pay the price and the sales tax, they're charging another 10%. Okay? You got to pay the cost plus 10%. All right, these are Europeans that established this business in my neighborhood. The only grocery store in my neighborhood, this is what they're doing. You're taking advantage of the fact that we have been brought low. Not only are you benefiting off of us, but you are mistreating us on top of it. And the Great Spirit has allowed it all of this time. Because we went into captivity, and we are still in captivity up under economic slavery. Because the earth is still in their hands with the economy. This is what they established. So if we don't have what they established, we can't live upon the earth. But we have been risen by way of the Spirit. We are the children of light. It was prophesied to happen, people. So we are standing upon our feet in great boldness. The righteous man standing upon our feet in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted us, and made no account of our labors. For 7 years we've been elevating in the spirit and in truth. And since 2021, I've been speaking out. All right? I've been doing what I've been instructed to do. All right? Established this channel May of 2021. All right? And this is all coming for you people. All right? You're going to understand that you've been working so hard for your money, for your riches, your pride, your status, your clout, your honors of men, saving it in your bank accounts. You're going to see that all of them things is going to pass away like a shadow, and as a post that hastes by. All right? It's all going to go up in a puff of smoke. This whole false ass reality is going to shatter. So, this is Psalms 94. O Most High Power, to whom vengeance belongeth. Alright, and when it talks about the vengeance of the Most High Power, that's simply the eternal law that He set in motion. Alright, He let us know. Hold on. He let us know. This day I call heaven and earth as witnesses against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessings and curses. Now choose life, so that you and your children may live. Okay? This is free agency, because the Great Spirit does not force righteousness. All right. However, there are eternal time intervals set in motion to give everyone ample opportunity to choose life. All right. To choose righteousness, choose life, choose the blessings. Okay. Righteously. All right. But also allows the wicked to make their choice. Okay. Because righteousness is not forced. All right, so that vengeance of the Most High is that eternal law that you will reap what you sow. So whatever you sow, if you're sowing curses, you're cursing people, you're mistreating people, all right? You're doing things to others that you would not want done to yourself, all right? You're killing people, all right? You're contributing to death, all right? You're eating death and all of these things, all right? Understand what you are choosing. We choose our own fate, all right? The Most High don't choose our fate. No, we choose our fate by our actions, because we have free agency. This day I call heaven and earth as witnesses against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessings and curses. Now choose life, so that you and your children may live. Okay? That means you have a choice. All right? Yes, you have a choice. You have been given a conscience. All right? So ultimately, you know right from wrong and good from evil. Okay? You know that you're not to do to others things you would not want done to yourself. You know that you are to help your neighbor that is in need, because that's what you would want if you were in need. Okay? But the fact that you harden your heart and withhold from those of his that are in need, that is sowing negative energy. That's sowing selfishness and greed, and a coldness of heart, a lack of love, lack of compassion, lack of kindness, lack of mercy, lack of empathy. Therefore, you are choosing curses, okay? Because you are cursing us, all right? Yes, you are. All right? Withholding from us causing us to suffer. When you're withholding of abundance, all right? I don't care what you think of these messages, because I know that these messages are by way of the Spirit. All right? You can choose blessings by being a blessing out of your abundance. Therefore, you will be choosing blessings and life. But if you are stingy and you shut up your bowels of compassion, you are going to reap curses. Okay? Because you're holding on to the blessing bag of Lucifer. All right? Do we need to go back and get a reminder that the people who invaded these lands, stole the land and stole the resources, they're the ones that established the economic system. They're the ones that told you to come over here and live the American dream. All right? They're the ones that told you don't worry about them niggas. You can treat them any kind of way. Okay? Understand, you are going to reap all these curses if you refuse to humble yourself and change your heart. All right? I ain't lying to you. All right? Mark my words. All right? Mark my words. All right? Write it down. Take a picture. Okay? Because what I say is going to be fulfilled. All right? So that vengeance that belongs to the Most High is that eternal law of reaping what you sow. O Most High power, to whom vengeance belongeth, show thyself. Lift up thyself and judge of the earth. Render a reward to the proud, to the arrogant. Most High, how long shall the wicked triumph? You seriously think this earth was created for the wicked to be on top, living lavishly, while they mistreat the indigenous people and all humanity and all creation? How long shall they utter and speak hard things, and all the workers of iniquity boast themselves? They break in pieces thy people, O Most High, and they afflict thine heritage. They slay the widow and the stranger, and murder the fatherless. Yeah, the strangers included, because there are some that cleave to us. There were some that were over here with us. There were always a mixed multitude of people that resided with the Hebrews. All right? And they mistreat their own people who love us. All right? Yes, they do. They have a history of this. They call him a nigger lover. All right? Yet they say, the Most High shall not see, neither shall the God of Jacob regard it. See, they think that they can hide their hands from the Most High power. Understand, we brutish among the people, and ye fools. Understand, you brutish among the people, and you fools. When will you be wise? When will you be wise? When will you wake the hell up and understand that you live in a false-ass reality? He that planted the ear, shall he not hear? He that formed the eyes, shall he not see? He that chasteneth the heathen, shall he not correct? He that teaches man knowledge, shall not he know? The Most High knoweth the thoughts of man, that they are vanity. Blessed is the man whom thou chastenest, O power, and teachest him out of thy eternal law. I've been taught out of his eternal law, and I keep his eternal law, and I live it, that thou mayest give him rest from the days of adversity, until the pit be digged for the wicked. All right? I have had peace of mind, peace of heart. Okay? Not afraid to do what I've been created to do. All right? But emboldened. For the Most High will not cast off his people, neither will he forsake his inheritance. We've been risen, and we've been instructed to speak this word to you. But judgment shall return unto the righteous, and all the upright in heart shall follow it. If you are upright in heart, no matter your bloodline or your nationality, then you will follow righteousness. You will cleave to the children of light. And you will begin to walk in love, compassion, mercy, kindness, goodness, and all of these things. You will begin to demonstrate the attributes of the Great Spirit. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? Unless the Most High had been my help, my soul had almost dwelt in silence. They tried to silence my spirit. They tried to silence my soul, my entire life. When I said my foot slippeth, thy mercy, O power, held me up. Yes. If it wasn't for the Spirit, it would have broke me. In the multitude of my thoughts within me, thy comforts delight my soul. He stilled my heart. He gave me spiritual inner peace. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by a law, their law? They write the laws and the legislations in their benefit, to our detriment. They gather themselves together against the soul of the righteous and condemn the innocent blood. But the Most High is my defense, and my power is the rock of my refuge. And he shall bring upon them their own iniquity, and shall cut them off in their own wickedness. Yeah, the Most High, our power, shall cut them off. Now, we're at 1 hour and 17 seconds. Let's find out where we are in this audio. Oh yeah, I know where we are. We gotta go over here right quick. I'm gonna bring up that one sister's channel, because I'm talking about that, so we don't have to go back, hopefully. Alright, my computer lagging. 1 second, people. I'm dealing with a laggy PC. What? I was about to say, you gotta be kidding me. That is crazy. Was it live? Oh, no, it was. Okay, this right here. Alright, so it was this video right here, people. Alright, the pain prepared and purified for the blessing. Alright, that's what I'm talking about. Alright, let's go ahead and continue.
And it makes sense now, especially when that sister was like, she broke it down, bro. She broke it down. Like, oh my gosh, I was led to her channel because, bruh, I'm spirit-led like that. So anyway, I'm on her channel, and she's talking about how, you know, you're really, really soft. Really, really, really soft on the inside. But you have this shell like a turtle. You know what I'm saying? Like, my heart never grown calloused. My heart never grown cold. And she broke down the reason why, because the Father will always place somebody, you know, at strategic times in your life to show you love. All right? To show you love. And it would have to be that so that your heart don't grow cold. Okay. But it'd be like one person every now and then that the Father would send to me and would show me love, okay? And this happened all throughout my life, all right? Even on social media, even with all the hatred from the Hebrew community, there'd be like a new friend all of a sudden, and then one day I'll log in and like my whole freaking Facebook would be lit up with notifications, and for the previous, several months, I go to my Facebook and there'd be 0 to 1 or 2 notifications, okay? Like, I was literally ghosted, like extremely ghosted on my channel, extremely ghosted, extremely ostracized. It's like they all banded together and was like, we just gonna ignore and see. We'll see what becomes of them now.
This is exactly what happened. And even to this day, there's not a lot of traffic on my channel. Let's go over to my channel right quick. Let me show you. See, people ignore. They ignore the real ones of the living power, you know. Especially when we speak by the way of the Spirit of truth, because that Spirit of truth comes with reproof, and people don't like to be reproved. All right, these days people see that as berating and belittling. All right, they don't think that they gotta humble themselves to the Spirit of truth just because it's coming through a mortal. You know, they cast me off as if I'm nothing, therefore they ignore what I've been given to speak. But that's to their own detriment. Last 48 hours, 31 views. Okay? So you can clearly see, ain't nobody been listening, tuned in. Well, it looks like one person tuned in the last 60 minutes reviewing Monica Elohim's video. Or my video, it was a review on Monica Elohim's 3 ways God prepares you for his divine work. Alright? Um, it was published on September 28th, 2022. But yeah, that's the only one that somebody viewed in the last 60 minutes. And that's pretty good because usually when I just randomly come here, there's none in the last 60 minutes. So as you can see, this is what, is typical. Okay. That's for the last 28 days. Alright. For the last 7 days. Alright. 31. Alright. Let's see these. You see, I don't get a lot of views on my channel. Alright. So I do a lot of work. And is clearly not for a clout. It's clearly not for status. You see how views went down? Alright. Watch time went down. Okay. Plus 1 subscriber. I'm not making any kind of revenue with this. Alright. Even though I am partnered with YouTube. Alright. I haven't made any revenue because I have not activated any ads. I don't force ads upon people. Okay, but I do have supers enabled. Alright, so now we looked at that. Now we're gonna go to my Facebook right quick. I'm just showing you. There is 1 notification. And every single time, bro, every single time that I come here, they always gotta have. I don't know why people keep putting their pictures on their story. Like, to me, that's really annoying. Like, what is the point of that, Bruh. So, Frustration is knowing that the agenda is not hidden anymore, and yet the sheep are still obeying. Okay? So, yes, the children of light get frustrated with complacency, but then you want to be mad at us that we're not complacent right along with you. Alright? Truth is like surgery. It hurts, but it heals. A lie is like a painkiller. It gives instant relief, but has side effects forever. Alright? You see how it's ghosted, bro. Alright? Posted this 4 hours ago. Alright? Posted this 4 hours ago. The very powerful and very stupid, the very powerful and the very stupid have one thing in common. They don't alter their views to fit the facts. They alter the facts to fit their views. Alright? The rat race. Posted 16 hours ago. Go to college, find a job, pay off debts, climb a ladder, 2-week vacation, work 45 years, the end. Like, bruh, you want to be mad at me that I don't want to participate in this? Alright, ghosted. Proof that NASA is blatantly deceiving you. Alright, all of this, ghosted. Alright? Know who you are. Not knowing who you are is dangerous because it leaves the door open for others to define you. They give you ideas of who you are and how you should live. Slowly, you internalize their words, forming judgments about yourself based solely on their perceptions and insecurities. This is a terrible way to live, my friend. Deny all the voices inside you that are not yours. Never accept others' opinions about you. You are enough to define yourself. Alright? So when I got to the point of getting to know the Most High, and the Most High teaching me to love myself, alright, teaching me about myself, because the Most High, our Maker knows us better than we know ourselves, okay? So I began to be taught by way of the Spirit who I am. And why I was the way I was, why I am the way I am, why I did the things that I did. All of these things was broken down to me by way of the Spirit. I didn't need a therapist, all right, because I had the Spirit, all right? You see, it's ghosted. 5D truth. Every soul is in a different stage of evolution. The evolutionary gap between you and your loved ones can be thousands or millions of years in soul development. Trying to help other humans awaken to deeper truths can be like trying to teach a baby how to read books. You simply can't make others understand more than they are ready to receive. What you can do is focus on your spiritual growth and raise your vibration. Let your energy do the work and impact the world. Well, I've been doing this all of this time since I've been elevating in the spirit and in truth, and all it's done thus far was bring a whole bunch of more hate against me. Alright? So I ask, where are all those who resonate? Where are the ones who resonate with my frequency? Ghosted. How to tell if you're being manipulated? Is your television on? Is your news on? You are being manipulated. Ghosted. I trust the next chapter because I know the author. My life is not in my hands. It's in the hands of my Maker. Ghosted. Okay, do you see how my page is ghosted? Alright? A society whose citizens refuse to see and investigate the facts, who refuse to believe that their government and their media will routinely lie to them and fabricate a reality contrary to verifiable facts, is a society that chooses and deserves the police state dictatorship it's going to get. The only ones that's not going to be a part of it is the children of light, because this land is going to be protected by the dove. Okay? The dove has already returned. ghosted. Alright, I'm just going to scroll a little bit. Alright, you see how my page is ghosted. One person like this, but you see how many posts we went through, and it was all ghosted. Alright, wouldn't have to even believe if there was real proof we lived on a giant sphere. Alright, so you see, my page is ghosted. Alright, but yet I keep posting, so that people will know. Alright, sundials, not earth dials, because the sun moves, not the earth. Okay? All wars are banker wars. Alright? Take a screenshot, people, because I'm not going to stay on here too much longer reading all of this. Alright? You see how my page is ghosted. Alright? It's absolutely crazy. You learn who you are by unlearning who they taught you to be. Now see, because I am so vastly different than the majority, they cannot understand me. They cannot comprehend me. Therefore, they ghost me. Okay? When I tell you we have been lied to about everything, I seriously mean we've been lied to about everything. The real Red Sea is over here in America. Look at these ancient maps before the powers that be changed them to suit their agenda. Look at the Gulf of California. Look at the web page I provided. Look at Google tell you about the red tide in California. Look at the pictures I provided of the red tide in California. They have lied about everything, misdirected us into looking the complete opposite direction for centuries. The Most High told us that we must unlearn the things that we have been taught by men and be retaught via the Holy Spirit. He said, become like a child. Children are able to be taught. Over and over and over and over, the Messiah tells us to be not deceived. Yet we have all been deceived. This is why you have to unlearn and relearn. It is only those who are able to let go of everything they have ever been taught that will be able to be born again. Alright? You have to start with a clean slate. That means you have to empty out the cup. Empty your cup so that it can be filled. Okay? You can't fill your cup when it's already full of that which you think you know. Alright? This is what he meant by you must be born again. Renew your mind. Now I have provided you plenty to get started on your journey to deprogramming from this satanic beast system. The Red Sea is not over in the so-called Middle East. It is here in America, right where much prophecy is taking place with the true seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The valley of the dry bones have risen, yet the powers that be refuse to talk about that. Alright? This is just some photos of the red tide in California, denoting the Red Sea, and then you can look on this map and see the Gulf of California or Red Sea. Okay? According to the Encyclopedia Britannica and old maps from the 1700s, the Red Sea was in the United States near California. Why don't modern history books mention this? You should ask yourself that. Alright? Because the colonizers created a whole false-ass reality. The majority of red tides in California occur between early spring, February, March, and late summer, August, September. Okay, red tide, you see how it glows? Alright. You see how it glows? This is the real Red Sea. Alright, here's another map. Red Sea, Gulf of California. Alright, California is depicted as an island. Alright, so this is not human food. This is a dead body, okay, that has to decay. It's supposed to be buried in the ground, but many people are burying it in their gut. Alright, this is human food, okay? Whoever does wrong, wrongs himself. Whoever does injustice, does it to himself, making himself evil. Okay? Yes, you make yourself evil. Alright? So, you see how my page is ghosted, people. When you don't know your own history, anybody can fool you. My roots don't come from Africa. I'm connected to the fourth part. The separated land from the three parts is the set apart land for his name's sake. And I'm an indigenous American. Okay? One person like this. Children questioning rules and traditions you expect them to automatically follow is a sign of intelligence, not trouble. Lose the idea that unquestioned obedience is a sign of goodness. No, that's a person who never thinks for themselves, making them easy to manipulate. So my family was mad at me that I was not easy to manipulate, that I did not readily accept the reality that we were all presented. So I said funny how I was demonized as a child all the way into adulthood for questioning and rebelling against the status quo. Alright? So you see how my page is ghosted, people. Alright? Don't ask yourself what the world needs. See, all my life I was being told to ask myself what the world needs, as if I'm supposed to be here to be a battery for this world. No, ask yourself what makes you come alive. Okay? And that's what deep down I wanted to have some fulfillment. All right, I wanted to fulfill my soul's mission, because I always felt within me that I'm meant to do something, but I knew that I wasn't meant to be on no rigorous cycle earning money just so that I can sustain my life upon the earth. All right. So once I came alive, I was able to go in and do that. I went within, okay? Because what the world needs is people who are alive. You need the children of light that's been awakened in the land of our captivity. Why do you keep casting us off as if we are nothing? All right? The physical world limited me, so I had to go into the spiritual world. Okay? Why can you people not comprehend me? The spirit world is where the true power is. Okay? So anyway, people, you see that my page is ghosted, okay? So, now, let's find out where we're at.
We'll see what becomes of them when we all band together and just literally ignore everything. This is what they did. And so, when she was breaking it down, like every now and then there'll be somebody, that will, that he'll place in our life to show us love. And so anyway, throughout your life, that will build a shell. All right, it won't let your heart grow callous, because the Father will be showing you his love throughout your life. And so that you don't want nobody to feel the things that you have been made to feel your whole life. It's like all of the things that the Father allowed to happen to me, right? It's made me the type of person that it breaks my heart just thinking about it happening to others. All right. And so this money thing, this money situation, and I was in my head about this. When you have power over somebody, the most evil thing is to mistreat them. It's like, how are you going to have power over somebody and be evil to them? You cannot be evil to people that you have power over, bro. That is the worst evil. That is the worst thing that you can possibly do. Have power and be evil. And that's exactly what these wicked people have done. See, they took their power, they took their wealth, and all of these things by great wickedness. They raped, robbed, and murdered and stole everything that they have. And because they want to keep a grasp, they want to keep what they have, they got their militaries, they got their secret societies, they got all of these different organizations. They, like, bruh, they're under the inspiration of the demonic realm. They're working with the evil ones. All right, so this is how they have mass hypnotized the whole populace. Everybody asleep, everybody complacent. Like it's just crazy. Like, I just cannot. This is why, I gotta be alone, bro, because I just can't. I can't with this world. I cannot.
It's really hard for a child of light um to live upon this earth, bro. All right. Especially, you know, with awakening, because then we begin to see, we seen all of our life, but then with the understanding and the clarity, it becomes clear that we're living in gross darkness, and everybody around us is comfortable and complacent with the gross darkness, and yet have a problem with us and want to mistreat us. Like, it is absolutely asinine. All right. So 1 second. Give me 1 moment. I was born with a soul that is way too sensitive for this cold and ugly world. Growing up all my life, I did not have understanding why people were treating me the way that they treated me. All right, because I was always a kind hearted, generous type of person, but yet I was surrounded by people who were the complete opposite. Who were not kind, who were not generous, but were selfish and hateful. All right. Um, I have always felt things very deeply and differently than most people. I have always naturally felt energy. All right. I just didn't have any understanding that that's what I was feeling. I always felt when I would get around certain type of energy, I didn't understand what was happening. Okay, but now I understand why I experienced all of these things I experienced in my life. Um, it like the sister broke it down. All right. She really broke it, gave a lot of clarity, brought a lot of clarity and understanding of how the father was able to use all of that hell against me, while protecting my heart, you know, while keeping my heart pure. All right, because there would be bouts of time that there would be someone that he would lead into my life to show love to me, but predominantly I was always surrounded by people who hated me. Okay. So anyway, that has always been my blessing and my curse. All right, and having no understanding, it was worse. Okay, it was much worse because it's like, bruh, I did not understand. All right, 1 second. When you don't understand, um, and people are mistreating you while you have no understanding, it's like they know who you are. All right, these people knew who I was before I knew who I was. Okay, um, some of the kindest souls I know have lived in a world that was not so kind to them. Some of the best human beings I know have been through so much at the hands of others, and they still love deeply and still care. Sometimes it's the people who have been hurt the most who refuse to be hardened in this world, because we know we would never want to make another person feel the same way that we have felt. If that isn't something to be in awe of, I don't know what is. Instead of people being in awe of my um, differences and the fact that I cannot be bought by money, the fact that I do have a pure heart, the fact that I am a generous person, the fact that I am loving, um, all of these things, people they sum it up as if this too good to be true. All right, they sum it up as if I'm just on this platform lying so that I can get something out of people. All right, your ego is deceiving you. All right, that's what you need to understand. All right, um, as I stated yesterday, you know, the Great Spirit doesn't choose the charlatans. All right, and the charlatans always fall off um, when going through the fire of adversity and affliction. No charlatan will continue to keep going while their whole profile is blatantly ignored. All right, but we just went through it. No charlatan will continue to post videos to their channel when it gets as many little views as I get. All right, so that's proof in the pudding that I ain't no charlatan. All right, I've gone through the fire, still go through the fire of people ignoring me and casting me off as if I'm nothing. All right, but I know without a shadow of a doubt what I've been given by way of the Spirit is way more valuable than any amount of money or materialistic things upon this earth. Because what I have been given is eternal. All right? Whereas your money and your materialistic things is not eternal. All right? So, was that all I was supposed to show on that, Father? 1 second, people. There might be something else I needed to get. Oh. So I got this too. Alright. Many people are, they consider themselves winning right now materialistically. They got all of their money, they got all of their materialistic things. They don't want or need for anything in this false ass reality. All right, the only ones that are lacking and needing are those that ain't got the money of the economy. All right, but they're losing their souls. Therefore, I don't envy the wicked. All right? I don't envy those who are able to succeed and soar in this false ass reality that I was born into. Okay? I know that it's only going to be a matter of time before I'm delivered. All right? Within my lifetime. All right? Because we are the generation of this prophecy that was prophesied to awaken. All right? And with our awakening comes our deliverance. All right? He didn't wake us up to continuously be under the boot of the worst of the heathen. No, he awoke in us to speak this living word. All right? To give all the people a divine opportunity to cleave to the children of light before these wicked people are dealt with. All right? But if you want to continue to join yourself to these wicked people, the principalities, rulers, and demonic powers of darkness, all right, you want to continue to side with these people, with these entities, with the wicked, all right, refusing righteousness, that's your choice. That's your free agency. But we're here to speak the living word to give you a choice, all right? Because this is the actual gospel that is being preached in all the world as a testimony to all nations. All right? Once we are done with our spiritual mission, then the end of this satanic ass system will come. All right? The time of the signs. You are ignoring the time that you're living in. But nevertheless, you are in the valley of decision because the children of light have been going forth for the last several years, speaking this word by the way of the Spirit, to give you nations a divine opportunity to humble yourselves like a child, unlearn the wisdom of this world, and relearn via the Spirit of truth. The same Spirit of truth that I had to accept. I had to humble myself and accept the reproof of the Spirit of truth, apply it to my life, and live it. It's no different for you, okay? And it ain't my word that I'm speaking. So if it ain't my word that I'm speaking, why you got a problem with me? You really don't got a problem with me. You got a problem with your maker, okay? And that's the realness of it. All right? Because I'm only being obedient, people. Okay? And I ain't trying to do too much talking, but we're going on 2 hours of this. So I'm going to go ahead and end this segment here, and then I'll pick it back up. And hopefully we're not like in the middle of a thought or anything like that. If we are, then I'm going to have to take it a tab back to where, it'll flow, okay? So, shalom.